might.
Oh yeah.
They might, I think. The baby, the baby. The baby girl. Where is that baby now? Crying at the noise.
Some messages from her in this box. Let me just add a little bit of magic if you'd like to receive a message.
Slow down, pause, and allow things to unfold. At 8 to 2, that's a good idea.
I hope feel free to disregard that. If you'd like to return the message, I can share it with someone else. Or you'd like to take a photograph of it, that's all.
No.
We got it all on camera.
Yeah.
You gotta slow down.
Oh, yeah.
Slow down.
Oh, look at these.
Kids are delighted with themselves.
Oh, such guy. That lady on the back.
Look at the dog.
Oh my god. Oh, sorry,
Thank you.
Is that the Western one? Great. Right. Oh.
So we're taking a break from regular activities to enjoy this sunny day. We recently sold our boat and it was stressful trying to get it all fixed up and out. Best of luck to you, Brian. Hope you love it as much as we do. But now it's been out, we decided we just want a nice chill out day on the water. So we've put our kayak back in action. I don't think we've used this for about 4 years, do you think?
Yeah, I guess so.
We bought it in Dubai. It's a really nice 2.5 seater kayak. A little bit heavy, but it's a great all-rounder. Loads of storage space. So we're going to head across to a bay that we love, that gets the biggest mussels we can find, and this is probably going to be the last mussel trip of the year. We haven't been to this mussel spot since we last used the kayak, like 4 years ago.
Yeah,
so they're quite big because it's hard to get to.
We're hoping that this 2.5 seater kayak will be us and maybe Rooney at some stage.
Are we?
Yeah, but Rooney hasn't come this time. She's minding the goslings. Okay.
I don't know if it'll be Rooney. It's a 2.5 seater kayak. It's perfect size for me.
For me.
Take what?
We'll take a cat. Last might
Take
come.
the cat. Ash, you
Anyway.
can take the... We got this for Ash for Christmas, so we're giving it a test run. You can take the cat on the front of it, yeah?
Yeah, strap her into the thing. Right, we take
Right.
the oranges.
Got to put the waterproof mask on and we see out the water.
Okay. This is where we are. This is one of the local beaches, and it is absolutely beautiful. I never thought that turquoise water and white sand existed in Ireland, but this is the place to find it. When the water is completely in here, you can see how it's just white, and it's beautiful. So we're gonna head.
I have a spear gun. I don't have fins or anything.
Rob takes a spear gun everywhere in case he sees a fish. So we get in and get going. Oh.
Right, you coming?
I can't get out, Rob.
On your knees there. Just kind of roll out.
Yeah, it's just really sinky. Should we got in there? What?
Your oars flipped on because I knew you'd be finicky. So don't you worry about it. Oh Jesus. Right.
Okay, look out for some big mussels, Ash. There's some mussels.
Just point it down a little bit.
Yeah. Okay. Look at all of them.
I can't see it more. Oh yeah. Let's just...
Big ones.
I'm hoping we'll do great in our spot. The water's a bit green, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is so cool, isn't it? Is that better than a kayak, you reckon?
I don't know, it's so frustrating because a lot of the time I do healing tracks. Like
The Venice.
Yeah.
What's
On
Venice?
the
Oh, in Italy.
what are those boats called? Gondolas.
Oh,
Oh. Where do you want to go?
oh, this is great there. If you want
Oh yeah, it's true.
kayak across, it's pretty shallow. Can you not do it because it's too shallow? You could even walk across, Ash, for fuck's sake. The noobs. They don't know our secret spot.
Just tiny, tiny ones. Shoals of little tiny ones.
Sand
Yeah, I guess so.
Maybe it was that one then, there.
I think it might have been. It doesn't look like much of a road to come down, does it? Very overgrown.
Now, I think here might be a decent place out of the current for you to practice standing up. What was that?
What?
Something jumped right in front of that. Yeah. Is it a fish?
Mussels are? This is what we're looking for. these 10 years ago with Rob's sister and family. We kayaked over here and we picked them, and we've been meaning to come back. Never knew we'd just live 5 minutes down the road, but we've been meaning to come back for so long to try and find them again. The bigger ones seem to be outside of the water.
Look at the size of this.
Oh, that's massive.
Yeah. What the hell? You booby trapped it. Okay, right.
Come up further.
So I guess I want to be in the front.
Yeah, your knees are where your feet go, in my opinion. Just like that.
Oh my god! How do you keep it steady?
I don't know. It might be harder for someone like bigger.
What are you trying to say?
Nothing.
Well, what do you do? Yeah. There's a seat in the middle, you see, Claire. It's a lovely beach. I'd say that's the farmer's gate. No? I'd say that was more of a steps or a boathouse or something. You check it out for us there, love, okay? Let me give you a bit of horsepower. Careful. Yeah. Where's Mom going? Where are you going, Claire? got a good haul of mussels. I saw 2 spider crabs, but I have no weight belt or fins, so they're a bit small anyway, so we didn't get them. We had great fun. I managed to stand up on the paddleboard for about 2 seconds before I hit the water. I think Claire managed 3 seconds. And yeah, it's great to have these little adventures on the water, Claire, isn't it? So hopefully as we wrap up our building, we might be able to do this a little bit more. Right now all we're doing is we're letting the current take us all the way up to where our car is by those 2 boys just ahead of Ash. We're delighted to share with you our brand new postcard, which makes a beautiful addition to our postcard collection. If you would like this collection or that postcard or any of our other bits and bobs, you can get all of these at our Ko-fi store. Link below or scan the code here.
Also have some new additions to the Homestead. These 2, what I like to refer to as like little giraffes. These are 2 Ebden geese, both girls. We're very female heavy on this homestead. Everything with 4 legs and 2 legs is bird related. Every bird and every animal with 4 legs is a girl or is female. But we have 2 female geese. We have called them, hey, yes, this is Maverick, slightly bigger one, and this is Goose. So yes, a lot of you will know where those names come from.
Goose, there they are, right below us.
Chicken.
He's in perfect firing position. He's right on
Duck.
his tail.
No way, Goose. He'd have fired by now. He's just trying to piss us off.
And they are just getting their big feathers. They're not fully feathered yet. The chickens are extremely jealous and extremely nasty. Really don't like them. And so we have to keep the chickens out for the minute. And the ducks, oh, know that there's something more exciting going on in the pen when they're in their garden, but they're not too bothered by them, really, and tolerate them. What are you doing eating my gooseberries? What are you eating? Out of it! Well, what do you think of the geese? You don't know. Oh, you like them? Do you like them? Yeah. They're not too bad, are they? Yeah. So yes, Maverick and Goose have their own house at the back, which I have to put them in every night, and in the evening time everybody shares this pen except the chickens at the moment. But as you know, geese will be top dog eventually, and they won't be long putting the chickens in their place. We hope to leave them with the chickens out of the pen, where the ducks are in the garden in charge of the slugs. The chickens and the geese will be outside this pen and allowed to roam this field and really anywhere, wherever they want to go. Geese are great for keeping the grass down, so kind of looking forward to that. However, we have been told they do attack trees, so we will have to really keep an eye on the trees. Hey, girls, are you having a swim? They've not just yesterday or the day before discovered the pools, and oh, you're very hungry. You're very hungry. Why don't you eat out of your own bowl? So yeah, that's why they're going to stay in this pen until they have their big feathers, and then I'm happy to let them roam around as well. So far they've been really great to look after. They do seem to be more friendly than both the chickens and the ducks actually. So we'll have to see how we get on.
Good girls.
Come on. Come on. Good morning, and we are back in the kitchen. We were out yesterday, as you know, picking these. Let's see if I can show you. All of these big mussels. We found a spot, as you saw, where we can get these. A little bit of a secret, so can't tell you exactly where it is, but some of you might recognize it anyway. So they are ready. Rob purges them overnight. He just sprinkles a little bit of oatmeal on top. We've always done this, even in where we used to live in Middleton, and it's meant to just help them purge themselves. We picked the area that we picked them from is extremely clean anyway, but just better to be safe. Now I'm going to just give them a little clean up. I'm not going to go mad on this. I'm just going to remove what I can. I'm certainly not going to go picking every barnacle off. No,
it does taste nicer when the barnacles aren't cooked, but no pressure.
We're not eating the barnacles. We're eating what's inside the shell. So, like, you're not going to eat the shell, so I don't see a point in polishing them up to look amazing. I was laughing at me. Anyway, so I'm just going to clean those up now, and then I'm going to put them on to steam and just make sure they all open and that we're all looking safe. So I'll just clean them up now. So all I'm really removing is just the little beardy piece here. And everything else pretty much, unless there's a big lump of seaweed on it, is staying. Some of these, interesting enough, not all of them, but there's just a couple that are the invasive species, the tiger mussels. Is it tiger mussels, Rob? Zebra mussels.
We have to do that, actually.
This is one. And you know they are because they're super fat or wide. And they have this, well, they do have a stripe on them as well, but this kind of a yellowy.
No, I don't think they are.
They are. But there weren't too many where we were. So I'll put in just some clips this morning. I was out doing the Darkness into Light walk, which many of you probably completed this morning. I did it in Skull, and if any of you are ever down here when it's on, I would definitely recommend it. It has to be one of the nicest places to do it because it's on tiny little, just one car roads, and there's no street lights. So there's no lighting whatsoever except for everybody lighting fires and barrels and chimneys and everywhere along the way. So it's just yeah, it's so beautiful.
And what, they get up before the walk?
Yeah, they do, obviously, yeah. And then the whole walk is lined with candles. But it's and so I went today hoping that we see the sunrise. It was a bit cloudy, but it was just beautiful. And we had the big Navy ship in the harbour, so that was all lit up as well, so it just looked really, really nice this morning. See that. Last year we did it in Bantry, and it was lovely, but it's just all street lights, and you're just walking the streets really. The street lights in every street, so it just seemed, it just wasn't as nice as well. It's just busier.
Free t-shirt.
I did not sign up for a free t-shirt. Liz went in to try and get one, but she was stopped.
Really?
Yeah. She goes, but don't we have to sign in? I knew where she was going. No, you register online. You don't need to be signed in. Oh, I didn't register. Oh, Claire registered me online. Oh, look at that. It's gorgeous. And just in case you don't know what the darkness and light into light is, because maybe you're watching from somewhere abroad, it basically is a charity event for mental health and the prevention of suicide here in Ireland. It's become a massive thing, and most small towns in Ireland, everybody walks at the same time, and the walk kicked off at 4:15. So, needless to say, I'm a bit tired.
I'm not that bad.
Rob didn't do it. And so all I need is butter, garlic and some bread. This is leftover yeast bread and yes, leftover sourdough from the freezer. So I'm going to make that into breadcrumbs in a second. But let's get these on the stove. I'm just going to put a tiny, tiny bit of water in the bottom and just let them steam themselves. This literally maybe takes 6 or 7 minutes. So just to make sure that they're all okay, as I was going through them there, you'll know if there's any dodgy ones, because maybe it's open or maybe it's not closing when you're trying to pull the bearded stuff out. When you're trying to pull the bearded, I suppose it's like they're gripped to the rocks. If you try to pull that out and it won't come out, or they try to pull it back, which is what I could feel on all of those, you know that it's not alive and it's not safe to eat. Also, when they've finished cooking here and they've come out of the pot, if they don't open, then that's a telltale sign that they also have died, and you shouldn't use those ones. What we're going to do with the breadcrumbs is I'm going to cut the bread and I'm just going to shove it in here into my little mixer. So I'm just going to roughly cut it. I might just use the sourdough and see how we get on with that. This has come out of the freezer. It's not completely defrosted actually. Now, so they have just sort of come to the boil, and I can see they've all opened already. There's no need to keep them on there any longer. Slightly forgot about them and let them boil over. Nice mess on the cooker to clean up later. Now, my mixer isn't working, so I'm not sure how we're going to do this. Better. Now, so I'm actually just going to shove all the garlic in as well. Saves chopping it up. Smells amazing. So there was quite a lot of garlic went into that. I was just using up the end of a what you call it, Rob? Not a clove. What's bulb of garlic. So there's a lot gone in there, and actually that is such a great idea to add the garlic into the mixer because it really blends it up well. Now I'm going to just melt a little bit of butter and add that just to make it kind of like a paste, and then we're going to put it in. So while I'm waiting for the butter to melt, I'll just show you how I'm going to prepare these mussels now. They've cooled down a small bit. So I'm just going to take a tray like so, and I'm going to take the shell, the piece of shell that has the mussel in it, and lay it in the tray. So, as it happens, these are nice and big. Lay them all out like this. So there's a prime example of one that hasn't opened at all. Rarely come across it actually. Do we, Rob?
I suppose they weren't out of the water for very long, to be honest. You gotta really pay attention if you're buying them from a fishmonger, because they could be sat on ice for like 3 or 4 days. That's when you really want to make sure.
These are whoppers. Some of these. What would be nice, what we didn't do, is we could have had a bucket down on the beach and just brought back a small bit of salt water to just steam them in. That's quite nice too, or even to let them purge themselves in the salt water. Might have been better, mightn't it, Rob?
Only if you're sure of the place that you're getting the water from.
Yeah, I suppose. You only want them to open. That's the whole reason of just steaming them like this. You don't need to leave them in for any longer. Now, so that's the tray done, and I'm going to just leave these for a second because I'm actually going to do a tray from our neighbour next door as well, Liz, because I know Liz might love them. So we'll put these ones, we'll use what I have here, and I can always make up a bit more. My butter has melted, so I'm going to pop my butter in with my breadcrumbs and garlic. Now at this stage you could also add some herbs or anything really. I am going to add some dried herbs. Should really have my own dried herbs. This year maybe. We'll see. So I'm going to put the oven on at this stage, just 180, just because I want them to crisp up on the top. So I've mixed through the butter now, so it's sort of, the breadcrumbs are absorbing the butter. And of course the garlic's in there as well. So now we're going to just spoon, it's kind of 2 teaspoons for this. spoon a nice bit of the mixture and just fill up the shell. Our kids have always gone wild for this, haven't they, Rob?
They love it.
Where we used to pick the mussels in East Cork was a good spot because we could see someone else who was commercially doing them pick them there as well. They were never this size. And then I don't know if the size has anything to do with it really, because I think quite often you can have small mussels and the actual mussel inside can be tiny. Or it can be big. So they're all nicely covered, and I'm just going to pop them into the oven, I would say for not more than sort of 10 minutes, would you say, Rob? Ish?
Yeah, until they go golden. Depends really on how much butter you have, because it's the butter that's going to turn it golden.
So I'll let you know when they come out and we'll have a look and a taste. And they are coming out. And they look golden and gorgeous. I'll put them on a plate.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. Liz and Mike are getting a fair few. Fine bit of meat on them now, Claire, isn't there?
We would do this, and when the kids were small, I put them on a plate. But by the time I go back to the tray to wash the tray, all of the crumbs would have been hoovered up.
Yeah, and to be fair, you normally would have picked about 3 times that amount, I'd say. And our kids would eat a whole tray each. Now, Claire, where's the glass of rosé?
Yes.
This is summer
glass
food.
of rosé. Oh my god.
Sorry, I have a work top on. I see this is the crispiest one, so I'm going...
I just put some out here.
Does that look better than your ones?
Not bad,
Oh, feck, the shell is really hot.
It is a bit hot.
I normally put them in the grill, but the grill doesn't work. I've got to go to this quick. It's burning my fingers, Claire. Very nice. I think the breadcrumbs are very thick. It's a shame. We need to get a new grinder.
We need to get a new mixer.
Yeah. It's almost like cornflakes, isn't it? Yeah.
Big cornflake like.
They are delicious. I personally like much smaller breadcrumbs. I know it's not possible with that mixer. We need a new one. And I probably put a little bit more garlic butter and garlic and butter in it. And it forms kind of like a crust, kind of like a pie, you know?
Yes.
Whereas these are very much breadcrumbs on top of it.
It is. It's still nice, but it's, you know, you get the finer breadcrumbs, I suppose, from buying them or from using maybe also white bread.
Yeah.
Or like shop bought bread. But this is interesting to do with our own bread.
I think it's gorgeous.
So,
well done, honey. What a great...
They are delicious.
It feels like a great start to the summer to get back on the water. Yeah, it is the
start of the summer, yeah. Definitely.
But the last time of the year we'll go for mussels, because any month that has an oar you can collect them. So May, June, July and August. You shouldn't really be collecting mussels. So we'll give them a miss for those few months. The water temperature is a bit too hot. They're fine to eat actually. They're absolutely fine during the months, but it's also a good chance to let them to regrow and re-establish.
Thanks as always for watching and commenting and subscribing and letting us know your thoughts on what we do. It's great, and keep it up, and we'll see you next week. Slán go fóill.
Míle maith.
Right, so they're all in a big pan. What I'm actually going to make is breaded garlic mushrooms. Garlic breaded mushrooms. Anyway, that's what we're making. Does this tray look really dirty, Rob, online?
Scrap. You know that's going to be a blooper. You can let the rest go.
Okay, there's some. GoPro stop, or...
Oven, stop beeping.
Yeah.